Welcome everybody to another World of Tanks bonus video. My name is Maxwell and today's video is from the user. I'm going to pronounce this incredibly wrong, so I'm not even going to try, but it looks like Alarins. Oh, yep, Alarins. And he's driving the AT15 on a standard battle on the Tundra. AT15 is a tier 8 tank destroyer for the British. The one just before the Tortoise. Has a lot of characteristics of the Tortoise. Very good armor, very terrible speed, and a decent cannon, as you can see. Less than a 4.5 second reload. Has pretty decent penetration. Pretty small alpha damage compared to other tier 8 tank destroyers at just 230, but with a 4-second reload, if you're able to catch people and you're able to lay down a hell of a lot of damage very, very quickly. So Alarins straight away going to be setting up overlooking the hill here, and don't worry, this isn't the normal tank destroyer sit in bush, shoot all the things from sniper mode that you would normally see, well, that you wouldn't normally see because I wouldn't feature those replays. But this one is going to be a little bit different. As you can see, Alarins already a little bit bored. Nobody has approached the very top of the hill yet. They've got that E25 up there, and the AMX-12T fell very, very quickly. So everybody been a little bit hesitant there. You can see the other 12T showed up. Alarins puts a shell through him there, and I think that's about all he's going to get from here, as the Jagdtiger 88 and that KV2 have now started to crest the hill, and the enemy team was already reluctant to take the hill. Now with the presence of those two large guns, they're definitely not going to try and head over the top and get them, which means that Alarins is not going to have anybody to fire at. We did see that there was a T-34 down in the valley there, had a shot at the E25 earlier. Just having a quick look to see if we can hit that T-150. Just having a little bit of a snapshot there, just in case, because he does have the reload to be able to take that one. KV2 now falls to the flanking of the T-34. Now he's come around the side totally unopposed, although Alarins is here now. He starts laying down the fire on this T-34, who is still aiming up on the hill, refusing to aim somewhere else. I think he was hitting the Jagdtiger 88 there, but that is going to be a bit of a mistake as Alarins comes in. He's keeping his armor nice and angled because he does have the ability to have his gun go left and right very, very sharply. And I think with the reload of the T-34, bouncing that shot means it's going to be all she wrote for him. There's no way he is going to be able to return fire. Unfortunately, that one just bounced for Alarins. Very unfortunate. He does get one more shot, the T-34, but that one bounced as well. We can just see the shots glancing against the gun mantlet of the AT-15 there. Not really bothering to aim his shots, as it does have a couple of weak spots in the form of those machine gun ports, but just choosing to fire center mass there. And that's the reason that you don't do that. He gets taken out without doing any damage whatsoever to this AT-15. AT-15 of Alarins has got to turn around now and offer some support to this Jagdtiger 88. He is currently holding the hill all by himself against a few heavy tanks there. You can see they've got a Tiger 1, a T-150 and a T-69 up on the hill there. I'm not sure if there's anybody else up on this hill, but to be honest, having two Tier 8 tank destroyers here is going to really help even up the battle a little bit. Alarins has been spotted now. As you can see, he is able to traverse his gun very, very far to the left and to the right. So he's able to keep his armor nice and angled against these tanks here. Did get a good hit on the Tiger 1 without taking any damage in return. He's now going to try and get some damage as this Tiger 1 pokes out. He does indeed take some tracking damage, but that's nothing. An ISU 152 shows up as well, and he's going to be dangerous if he's got the upgraded cannon. Looks like he's trying to set himself up between those rocks to take a shot, but he doesn't have the ability to get his shot over the top of the AMX there. Alarins going to put one just to the left of his gun and get some good damage onto him as well. Jagdtiger 88 just remaining in the back there. Doesn't want to put himself at too much risk. He is nicely hulled down, protecting his lower plate. So as you can see, he's not really taking any damage. The Lurva crests the hill and he gets taken out by the artillery. See the Jagdtiger 88 is protecting his lower plate nicely there. Comes around the corner, forgotten about the T-69 by the looks of it. T-69 manages to get 2 hits, but neither of them do any damage. Looks like he was low on shells. Tiger 1 might have a chance here, but he puts a shot into the highly angled side of Alarins. Uses his repair kit just to fix his track there, and he's going to duel it out with the Tiger 1. Tiger 1 has a nice reload as well. Although it's not going to be any match for Alarin's here. He gets taken out for 0 damage in return as well. That leaves him to duel with his T150, although the ISU 152 is flanking around to the right-hand side. Looks like he is focused on the Jagdtiger 88 at the moment, and hopefully he doesn't get the lower plate of the Jagdtiger 88. For some reason, the Jagdtiger 88 crests the hill there and presents him with a nice target. Alarin's comes in and gets some shots on him. Artillery lands next to the Jagdtiger 88, but doesn't get any damage. He's got 1 good hit on the ISU. I think he needs another 2 to take out the ISU, except he gets taken out by the Jagdtiger 88 before he's able to return fire, and that just leaves a T150 up on the hill, and there's no way he's going to be able to do much to this AT15 unless he knows exactly where he's firing. Looks like he does. He's the only guy on the hill with a brain, and unfortunately he's not going to be any match in the T150, and that is the hill secured. But at what price? Allies currently losing this battle 9 kills to 11. The left and the centre flank look like they have totally folded now. There is a Super Pershing making his way across the open field here. Alarin's has got the accuracy to put a beautiful shot through the top of his turret now. And he's going to wait for him to charge around the corner. Charge is not a word you hear very often with the Super Pershing. Just overestimating the speed there a little bit. Pulls his cursor back and is able to get another great shot through the top of the Super Pershing there. He returns fire, does get some damage, but he gets taken out. And that just leaves the IS-3. Artillery shells still raining in from that Hummel and the M40-43. There's a Stirrer Mill, but he's not going to be able to do much against an AT-15. Excuse me. Although he is using auto-aim and just charging forward here because he has the reload and he has the accuracy. Part of it is the great accuracy of this cannon, and part of it is the fact that even down a steep hill, this thing only goes 20 kilometers an hour, so it's able to maintain good accuracy even on the move. So evened up the score nicely here. It's 12 kills to 11. There's an IS-3 in behind base. He's got full hit points. He's dueling with the Ferdinand at the moment. The Ferdinand not having a very good time of that battle. IS-3 just backing off and trying to keep himself protected. Unfortunately for him, Alarin's is on the scene. He's got the accuracy over range, putting a couple of good shots into this IS-3. Another good couple of shots in there. The IS-3 returns fire, but that one just bounces on the angled side armor. The great thing about this tank is the ability of it to drive at a nice angle to the enemy whilst also keeping the gun fixed on location. He's putting shot after shot into the side of this IS-3, and the IS-3 really needs to do something about it. Returns fire and still doesn't get any damage. This is very, very unfortunate for this IS-3. Shots have been going right through the front armor. Didn't have the gun depression. The Ferdinand comes over the top now that he's distracted, and he takes him out, and that evens the game up nicely at 12 kills to 12. Artillery shells still landing in and around the area. 3 tanks left on the enemy team. That M40-43, the KV-85, and this Hummel. The KV-85 was last spotted on the spawn point, so he may well be AFK. So this one may actually be a 13 to 12 match. Enemy team might only have the 2 artillery left. 2 artillery versus 3 tank destroyers. Although everybody on the Allied team, well, at least the Ferdinand and that Jagdtiger 88, both one-shots for the artillery. Alarin's may be a different story with 976 armor. If he can take the shot head-on with his very thick frontal armor, he may be able to absorb a lot of that damage on his armor. And we're just going to speed this one up a little bit until we get back into the action. KV-85 looks like he is indeed AFK, and he's just going to get burned down by this Jagdtiger 88, although he may be a bot, as it looks like he may be returning fire, or that might be coming from the artillery. Not quite sure here. He explodes from the M40-43. That KV-85 lives, so he's still, even with being AFK, he is still performing a job. He is spotting for the artillery at the moment. Everybody who comes to kill him is going to get spotted by the KV-85. And that means that the artillery is going to be able to rain destruction down on these slow-moving tank destroyers. Ferdinand taking a wide berth to the left, going to try and flush out the artillery if they're in B1 and A1. Just needs one good shot on this KV-85. Charges forward. He's got to keep moving, as he doesn't want to present too easy a target for the artillery. Takes him out nice and quickly, but he is still spotted. Going to see where the artillery lands. There's one. Does a second one land? Or is the other artillery not reloaded and not aiming in the correct location? Ferdinand hasn't found anything. So the artillery may be on the far right-hand flank. Nope, they are just here. M40-43. And Alarin's going to give no shits whatsoever, just going to charge around the corner. Missed his first shot, lands his second and tracks him. There's no way this M4043 is going to be reloaded in time. He takes him out for kill number 8, and a well-deserved Radley Walters medal. Hummel fires, but that one just landed at the front, not quite enough. One more shot, there it is, kill number 9, 7,500 points of damage, and an awesome game played there by Alarins. So thank you very much for sending that replay in. It was absolutely awesome. And don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, send it into replay@screenreality.com. Link for that is in the description. I am currently holding a replay competition. You can watch my other video, the 50,000 gold giveaway video, to learn the rules on that. All entries are appreciated. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, you found it useful, informative, you learned something, or you just enjoyed it, think about hitting that subscribe button, because there's a lot more World of Tanks content on this channel. I've been Maxwell, this has been a World of Tanks bonus video, and I'll catch you guys next time.